Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. That's actually a cool looking wallpaper, wasn't it? We are outside the Hawkins Manor, guys. We are in the garden. Before we head over here and talk to the officer, let us check our journal. Officer Bradley drove us along the cliffs of Darkwater to the Hawkins Mansion. The huge house, set on the edge of a steep summit, looks onto the lighthouse. The place seems to be abandoned for some time. Bradley told me about an old caretaker still living here. He shouldn't prevent us from getting to the mansion. At least we hope not. And we've got 4 character points available. We could up our occultism. Eloquence, or eloquence we could go ahead and put up. Psychology. I think psychology is... what I want to do is I want to get everything to 3 and then specialize in maybe investigation, spot hidden, something of that nature. So let's go ahead and rock out. There we are. Okay, I think that's going to be good for right now. Only got a little bit of mental trauma. Roy Mitchell, owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar on Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the stranded whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows, more than anyone, the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange for a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if numerous trophies to decorate his establishment or anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject on which he is so keen, but he'll be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about the source of liquor. James Fitzroy, of age 45, occupation captain. James Fitzroy is the captain of the... don't know how to pronounce that. The only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him, and the bootleggers despise him. He offered to help me in my investigation. And Mr. Bradley with the Glasgow grin. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him, and he could help me in my investigation, which means he's going to die. Stranded whale. The Hawkins Mansion is perched at the top of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the graves of the Hawkins family, and the only old caretaker, Silas Winchester, still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. You got the art, the miraculous catch, and Saint Brendan, whose statue was defaced. Okay, we had the clues, the warehouse, the manifests, the photograph of Captain Fitzroy, which is interesting. And, knowledge, learning of medicine, Atlas of the Atlantic Isles. Alright, looks good to me. Hi. Nothing to say. Guess we'll inspect.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
A great artist. Wait, can we crouch? What does this say? Something... No, I can't make that out.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
It's correct.
Let's go to the mansion.
I don't
Please
actually...
give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid.
Okay, everything...
Charles Hawkins' grave.
Is there anything else? Oh, we can't go into investigation mode. That'd be awesome if you could do that at random times. Find some secrets. Okay, guess we're gonna go to the mansion. Probably get attacked by Silas on the way. I've got a feeling. What could go wrong? You'll be up there like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Nice front yard, though. And game is saved. There's the lighthouse. The crows are watching. Oh wow, this is all...
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yeah, of course, but I was just... Seemed very interesting. It's just water puddle. I don't want to run. Just because... I'm not sure if that's wise right now. Got some tables here. I bet this was quite the place back in its prime.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
Okay.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Okay. Unlocked answer, investigation. Okay, let's check the unlocked answer first. Oh, we're gonna die, aren't we?
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
The terrible old
Let's
man.
see what more I can learn from this mansion.
That's a good Lovecraft story. Caretaker of the Hawkins property. The old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester, still watches over the family graveyard in the burned-out mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised, he also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers on the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon. Yeah, but those broken urns is interesting. Okay. Hell, nice of you to show up, officer. Just gonna stay away from the gentleman with the axe.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
It almost comes off like he was waiting to see if we could resolve things with Silas so he didn't have to do anything.
Do you have a moment?
What now?
Ooh.
Nothing. Sorry.
Stop wasting my time.
Hold on, before we head over there, I need to check something. They can wait. But, the urns and everything were toppled over. If Silas has been taking such good care of this place, if he didn't do it, who did? He said that he had great respect and loyalty to Charles. And we can't actually inspect the urns themselves. Look at the back of the grave.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
Intrigue. Perhaps the person who was living in the warehouse, who seemed to have a vanity problem, or an anti-vanity problem, and secreted green goo. Okay, I've been dreading this, but time to,
Pierce, shall we enter?
let's enter.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Chapter 3, Hawkins Mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down, and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire. There's an ominous shadow there in that entryway. Ominous is the key word here. I'm sensing a theme.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Ooh, rats in the walls. I knew it. Uh-huh.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Guess we're about to find out. Is that a pig, or what is that? Ooh, okay. That is not a pig.
What kind of meat is this?
Is that an octopus head?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Alright, so he got up from his chair in a hurry. Was he screaming? Was he exclaiming that a fire had gone down? That's strange. Usually that would be over the mantelpiece. Is there anything else here? Oh.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Would you have eaten that?
Something happened at this table. An argument?
Possibly.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 sec.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
Hence the reason it's probably not over the mantelpiece. Okay, there's a toy soldier. Anything else I need to glean? Yep, not scary at all.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Alright, right through the smoke. Oh, the painting got saved.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Oh, man, after our own heart. Yeah, something very Innsmouthy is going on here.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? They had a fight. Why?
And how exactly did the fight... Ooh. Oh, okay.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
So, 10 o'clock?
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
So you've got alcohol. We've got potentially her dying right here. There was a fight. He may have hit her or killed her and she landed on the table. We have the potential time that the fire started.
Did someone escape the fire?
Ooh, fingernails. Or blood marks.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Holy crap. Okay. Didn't expect him to be on fire. Another toy soldier.
Boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
The couple had a fight. This is a crime of passion.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Yeah, why was this boarded up? Investigate the manor. Okay. And we already have 3 more points available. That'll be nice. And any sanity? No more trauma. Contradicting the police report, the Hawkins drawing room tells a totally different version of the fire that claimed the whole family. Beginning with the presence of a handprint that throws up the possibility of a survivor, the bodies of Charles and Sarah Hawkins left no mark on the floor, nor did that manner in the drawing room, contrary to that of the child, still visible close to the fireplace. The same goes for the glass shards on the floor. A close inspection reveals the presence of blood on several of them. On the wall, the very clear mark left by the painting found in the Hawkins warehouse confirms that the Hawkins case could be much more than a domestic accident. And the glass of this heavy clock is broken and the hands show 10 o'clock. Smashed oil lamp, Sarah's shoe.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
But I want to go this way. Oh wow, that kind of looks like the scene in X-Men Apocalypse. I heard a dung 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 dung, like someone was running. Oh, I'm not going to like this, am I? Okay, that's locked.
This door is locked.
I'm okay with that. The history of medicine in the... Wait. 18th century. This collection of medical knowledge and of the 18th century actually only covers... I haven't looked at that in Roman numerals in ages. It does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. And we got some medical progression. That's good. Remember, I have to level up occult and medicine by finding tomes or stuff like that. Yeah, who is lighting all of these lanterns then? If Silas has just been keeping... Well, Silas is probably...
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Silas is probably on the take, I would imagine. Wait. Is there a spot hidden?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
That's what that symbol means, right? Okay, there's the front door, right?
This door is blocked from the outside.
Yes. Aha! A crowbar, found in the Hawkins Manor. Probably belongs to the caretaker, Silas.
A crowbar. Could prove useful.
Oh, actually, it's not. It has the initials G. Freeman. Oop. Oh, you can burn your hand for too long. Here, we'll just... And we can go up... Oh, no, we can't go upstairs. Because we're not meant to jump over couches. That's okay. I'm not bitter or anything. I'm just kind of... Huh. Interesting. Alright. Making sure that was him.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 1818.
Signed by the author, no less. Okay, that was unnecessary.
Moby Dick. Melville's classic.
Especially
the epic battle between man and whale.
Especially for a family of ship owners.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Yeah, it's a cautionary tale. I think my favorite version of Moby Dick that's ever been put onto film was the one that TNT did with Patrick Stewart playing Ahab. Ooh, that was cool.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Not seeing a... Oh. Sure, why not?
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
It seems tainted. Alright, that one looks pretty normal, all things considered.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
The human body. A precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. That is so Lovecraft. Lovecraft was a very, he's hard to describe. He was a hardcore Anglophile. He did not like minorities. And it's interesting. People wonder, like, well, then why do people read him? And I was like, I actually find that his views actually add to the despair of the tale. Like this person who, like, I don't know. I think it adds to the dread of this whole, humanity is doomed and kind of vibe. All right, we can talk to. Can we go up to the upper part while you're searching? I think we will do that. Okay. Tons of ladders. Not a fan.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Ooh. I don't think that would be Riley rising from the deep.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Great book, too. Out of all the stuff that they've made movies out of, they really haven't done a whole lot of 20,000 League Under the Sea. I think the last time Captain Nemo was on film in a major theater was League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Okay. As long as one of them does not have the last name of Marsh, we could be okay. Let's turn the lights on.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Oh, okay. Actually, I thought to myself, if there was ever going to be a Lovecraft movie as to who the hero should be, it to be a little bit, like, still going into the heart of the Lovecraftian stories, but being a little bit more progressive. I think, and also because he's such an intellectual actor, I think he would do well in the role, would be Idris Elba. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But I think him being in a world where, and also a world where the majority of people around him, his contemporaries, would probably have similar views as Lovecraft did, I think would add to the dark tone and vibe of it. Make you want to root for him more.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes to the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me, that although it would feel like torture, I'd be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Huh. A letter of complaint. Okay, there's the stairs that were blocked previously. I'm wanting to look at all the paintings just because I think they're fascinating. That's great artwork. It's the factory. Okay, see? She paints some of the local people and such. And now we have an ominous hallway leading this way, and our police friend is nowhere to be found. So I'll tell you what, guys, I think this is a good place to go ahead and end the episode. And we will see you as we continue on. If you guys liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.